I told my husband the full truth about my affair and my sexual past. Now I'm giving him a complete 1-month hall pass with zero boundaries. Hey everyone, welcome to today's stories. Whether you're stuck in traffic, grinding through work, or relaxing before bed, settle in and let's unpack these intense relationship realities together. Today we start with a wife who confessed every detail of her cheating and her past to her husband, leading to an extreme reconciliation step. Then we continue directly with her latest update on offering him total freedom. After that, a mom wakes up to betrayal happening just feet away from her and her child. And finally, a spouse trying to understand her husband's deep emotional connections with female coworkers. Story 1. I told my husband the full truth about my affair and my sexual past. A few weeks ago, I sat my husband down and told him everything, not just the affair, but the full details of my sexual history that I had kept hidden. It was one of the hardest conversations of my life. I laid out every part of the cheating, how it started, how long it lasted, and the emotions involved. I also opened up about things from my past that I had never shared before. He was devastated. The trust we had built over years felt shattered in that moment. We have kids and a life together, so separation is complicated, but the pain in his eyes was something I will never forget. We have been trying to figure out if reconciliation is even possible. There have been many long talks, tears, and moments of anger. His family now knows some of the details, and they are strongly against us staying together. I take full responsibility. No excuses. This was my selfishness that caused this. Now we are both trying to see if there is a path forward where he can feel safe again. There is an update for the above story. We have been in deep conversations about reconciliation since my full confession. Recently, we agreed on this arrangement as a way forward. I am giving him a one-sided open relationship for exactly 1 month. No limits on who, how often, or what he wants to explore. That includes sex workers or even previous romantic partners. During this time, we will not be intimate at all because I start SAA counseling on May 2nd. He told me he doesn't fully trust that I am committed to changing. He sees my past actions as rooted in selfishness, and he needs this as a safety net, so he doesn't feel completely humiliated again if things go wrong. His family knows a lot now, and they oppose us staying together, making him feel like he is risking everything. I am not pretending this is a magic solution. I will stay in therapy. I will prioritize his healing. I will hold myself accountable every single day with no excuses. The affair will stay in the open. Only after this month, if he feels ready, will we even attempt real reconciliation. My reason for doing this is to prove I can be selfless for once, that I am capable of real empathy and sacrifice, that I am not beyond redemption. I want him to feel safe with me again. My cheating was extreme selfishness, so this feels like the only extreme selflessness I can offer right now. We both know this is just the start. We limited it to 1 month so it does not turn toxic or set a bad example for our children. If at the end we are still broken, we will separate. I am at peace with that because it stops any endless, unhealthy cycle. It is going to hurt terribly, especially knowing about ex-partners, but I believe I can get through it. We have not started the month yet. We are waiting until my counseling begins. I may need to keep some parts from my therapist because I know she would not approve, but I truly want to meet him where he is emotionally. End story. Here's what I think. This continuation shows the wife going to an incredible extreme to try proving her commitment after the full confession. It highlights how deep the damage goes and how desperate both are for some path to safety and trust. Still, I worry this kind of boundaryless test could wound them further instead of healing. Real change usually comes from consistent daily effort and professional guidance, not high-stakes experiments. Story 3. Baby dad cheated on me while I was asleep 10 feet away. I had some friends over for dinner, and we all drank a bit too much. I passed out in our room. When I woke up, my friend was rushing to leave. After I pressed her, she admitted that she and my boyfriend had sex while I was sleeping right there. A huge fight exploded, and it ended with the police being called. He claims he woke up to her touching him and thought it was me until it went too far. She says she was blackout drunk and only remembers saying no later. She even mentioned pressing charges for assault, but never followed through because her memory is foggy. Now I am left with two nightmare scenarios. Either my friend made it up and came on to him, or my boyfriend didn't just cheat. He may have taken advantage of her while I was literally 10 feet away with our child nearby. Close enough that I could have reached out. I packed up our son and left immediately. Within 2 days, he already had another woman, one of his exes, in our home. He had also been reaching out to a different ex the week before. My stomach has been in knots ever since. I cannot stop replaying every detail in my head. End story. Here is what I think. This is an absolute nightmare scenario. Discovering betrayal happening so close while you and your child are vulnerable is deeply traumatic. The conflicting stories and his quick jump to another ex shows zero remorse. Leaving right away with her son was the healthiest choice she could make in that moment. Story 4. I don't know how to make sense of my husband's need to personally connect, text his female coworkers, and get to know them. My husband has this strong need to form personal connections with his female coworkers. He texts them often and wants to really get to know them on a deeper level. It goes way beyond normal work talk. I have tried to understand his reasons, but it leaves me feeling uneasy and confused about what this means for us. The constant texting and emotional investment in these relationships makes me question where the boundaries really are and what he might be seeking outside our marriage. I want to trust him completely, but this pattern is becoming harder and harder to ignore. End story. Here is what I think. Needing deep personal connections with opposite-sex coworkers often signals that something emotional is missing at home or that boundaries are too loose. Friendly work relationships are fine, but when it turns into frequent personal texting and getting to know you moments, it can easily slide into emotional territory that hurts the partner at home. Honest conversations about how it feels are essential before resentment builds. That was the stories for today, everyone. Press like if you liked the stories. Original links are in the description. Subscribe if you want to listen to more stories every day. Buy me a coffee from the link in the description if you want to support the channel. It helps with good audio and visuals. Thank you and goodbye. See you tomorrow. What did you think about the stories? Any particular story caught your attention? Let me know in the comments.